Hello everyone. Recently I've done a project in Python. It's related to data analytics where I done work in grouping, missing data handling and charts. So here my first task would be I receive a large data set. It may be 10,000 rows. From them it has like many departments. I have to group them based on department. I have to and then split those rows based on department and create separate CSV files for every department, and then it will be that will be sent to each department, and then those in the final column. Yes, the final column name status, there the department people or teams will be updating whether the task has been completed or not, like yes or no. There might be possible that some department or some team or some member will not update that, so it will be empty. So I have to analyze those things. I have to make sure that I have to find how many tasks are not completed or completed, and how many tasks are not filled. Those summary details I need to create a table, and then I have to create a charts as well. So I'm going to show you the input file. This sample file is a fake data actually. I took it from internet. So if you see here is the departments. There are like 10 departments available in this data set. A first task would be only splitting the department, and each like HR, all the HR tasks should be in one separate CSV, and research and development is separate, and every department would be separate spreadsheet. Those will be given to every department, and then they will be filled. There will be timeline. Once they filled in the same folder, it will be assigned. It will be set in the SharePoint. They will be fill those details in the last column. Considerably, I have already filled, but it will be empty in the first time. It doesn't matter if it is empty or not. When we send to them, it should have been empty. But in this current, since I'm going to use the same sheet for splitting the group and consolidating, and I have to handle the missing data, so I pre-filled yes, no, and some missing data. If you see here, the count is 39,000, and the whole count is 39,845, and the status count is 39,405. Some team did not fill the tasks. So I hope you understand the problem statement here. I'm closing this data set. So I'm going to show step by step how I did it. First I'm going to open Spider. Before that, I will show you the output file demo. You can continue if you want, and also all these files, folders, everything I will be uploaded into Git personal repository. That for file, I mean Git path given in the video description. If you see here is the input file. I'm just going to this is the config file. Once I submitted this project, some junior person is going to run this, but the thing is that I made sure that this is configurable. If you see here, this is JSON configuration I done. Here the main input file path, here it is. In input file path, you can see the department task.csv. This should be given. And later, if they want, the path can be changed. Based on that, the configuration can be changed. That the name, anything can be changed. And in which column they need to group it, and in which column they need to check the status. They can change the column name here. And if there is, we are going to analyze the missing data, that will be saved in this folder, and the task summary report will be saved in this folder. and will be splitting the task into each folder, each file, each department, right? That will be saved in this folder. So it's completely configurable. When a junior person who set this configuration in JSON file, they should have knowledge in JSON formatting, so that they don't miss in this file. So then once it is set, they first need to split the task, and when I run this Python file, it will actually create an output folder and then split those every department. If you see the accounts, admin department, HR, each contains their own respective tasks. If you open it, you can see only the accounts and finance department tasks are available here. There is no other tasks will be here, and I can even open any one of the sales and marketing. It just created all the tasks are sales. This will be sent out to each file, will be separately sent out to each department. They will be filling the task. Once the timeline reached, the junior person, whoever runs this, they will run this folder. Even I can show it one more time. I'm going to delete this output file and running this, splitting the task. See, the output folder created and all the CSV is created. And if in case this input file is missing, just I'm going to delete it and I'll retrieve back. Input folder is missing. If I run this, you can see error log is created. Output will not have anything. Error log is created. File department does not exist. So it means that I made sure that they can get the log why there is some mistake. I retrieved the input file, and if in case they messed with some if the input file does not have the column, like department, instead of department DEPT, I will say like jobs or department full name. If the column is not available, and the error log will be even if this one is deleted, error log will be automatically created, and then it will show the log. If it is if already the error log is there, it will append the log. You see here department, there it is fails. They should make sure that they should give right values in the config file, DEPT. So if I run it again, there is just the output folder. If I run it again, it completed. You can see all the files are being saved. Let's assume that all the we have received all the files with the status as updated, whether with yes or no, or some people might have not filled. So I need these files. If these files are not available, if I run this task summary, I will still get some error. So let's assume that this file is not available, and then run it. Run the task summary. So in the error log, if you see here, the log has been updated. So let me first run this one. It will update the folder. It has been updated. Let me run the task summary. See, it has been completed. If I go to update, I can see the task already available, and two more folder has been created. One is missing tasks. Missing task has one Excel file which has the information which department has missed how many tasks, like did not update it, yes or no. So account and finance department even did not update it 40. If we have this metrics, we can send it across and then tell them that there are like 40 tasks are not completed. So, and then I'm going to save it, and then one more folder is created here, task summary. The thing is that if the task status are not updated, that will be handled as 0, I mean no, and then it will be analyzed. Here every department how many tasks they have pending and how many tasks they have completed, like yes or no. So account and finance completed like 1352 and 9000 are pending. So this summary status is the key final outcome. And also I have created a chart here. You can see the chart, and every department the green is completed like a percentage, and the red is remaining. These are my output. I'm going to delete this and then explain from one after one. In library I have two module where I wrote the main block of the code, and here this will be used to run the task. I have opened the Jupyter, close these files and open from the beginning. File Explorer, depart, documents, groups and chart, and we go. So we have these folders. First I am going to open the run split task. This Python file will call, if you see here, import modules. This actually import modules, right? Modules I am going to import. These I have given comments here. Import system libraries. This section covers import system library, and this section covers the modules that will be imported. And if output folder will be created if the folder is not exists, so that task folder, task files, or any task summary report, missing summary report will be uploaded, will be saved there. And I'm going to read the configuration file, and then updating the variables, updating in the variables. If I run this configuration, I'm going to run one after one. I'm importing the file, importing the system libraries, and importing my modules. It's been completed. Even I can see if any other variables are output. There is no output folder here. I will run this output, this section. So the output folder is created. It's empty. And just write a comment. Create output folder if it's not exist. Okay. And I'm going to get the JSON datas. I got the JSON datas. If you see here, you can see all the JSON key value pair and its type, its size. If there is no all of them are string, and even I can print the data. I can see the same in dictionary format. Okay. And I have to run this variable assignment. This is these variable assigned from JSON format, JSON data input file path. If you see the input file path, that is the input file path. When I run this, I will get input file path as input department tasks, the same that is displayed here. I'm going to run other two. I get this variables like department. These are the things that is required to split the dataset based on department, like department, input file path, and output task. Only these things required. So I am going to I use the try catch if in case anything wrong in the module. So here I am calling the module group. I will open the module group, where I have module group, and the module I'm calling this function splitting departments, and I need to give input file path, where I have given the variable assignment here, column name grouping, and a task folder path. So when I call this, this will get triggered, and here I am importing pandas because data frame here can be read by pandas, and OS system library to create folders if in case required. Just when calling this function, I'm passing through, I'm reading the CSV file through Panda based on the input file path that is parameterized here, and it is assigned to DF tasks, data frame tasks. I'm going to group by, I'm creating a group by object based on column name, that is passing from here, and I'm looping the group by department, and I'm getting two values. One is name, which is based on which we grouped like department, and the group, this is actually a data frame of each group. So this is an output folder path. If the task folder path is not exist, this will create a folder in output. We have to have a task folder. If that is not exist, this will create a folder, and in this group I am creating a CSV file to CSV with task folder path and name and CSV. So I think this explains a lot. I'm going to run this module try catch with the except. If there is any exception, a error log will be created in the same parent library so that they can be visible if it is not if it is something wrong. And with statement I am writing all the error related things. One is like I'm creating in log file, I'm giving the timestamp and what is the exception, and traceback will help us to know the which line the error and what module it is. Not just this file, this traceback will give all the where actually the error occurred in any given module, and I'm splitting each error with the line command. I'm going to run the entirely. If I run it, if you can see the task has been created, and you can see all the files are given here. This is the one module that I completed. I'm going to explain the next one. I'm going to open this one. Run task summary. Similar to that, importing system libraries here and importing the module task summary from the library folder, this one. And with command I'm writing a JSON file similar to my previous run split task file, and I'm assigning the variable from the data from the JSON. You see here all the data that is assigned. I'm going to run one after one. I'm importing the libraries first. Library has been imported, and importing the modules. Module has been successfully imported, and importing, I'm running the JSON for data. We can see that JSON, even I can delete entire things to show new variable values here. I'm running the JSON. You can see the JSON file has been, JSON values are being available here. So I'm running the variable assignments. If I run it, I am getting all the required values for this particular task summary report. So task folder path, where actually the tasks are available, based on which department I need to group them, I mean split them and group them, and for the missing task, missing summary, we need to save, right? The value and the status based on which column I need to check the status, yes or no, and task summary folder in the output, where it will save the task summary report in Excel and charts. And if I'm going to create, if the folder does not exist, it will create a folder. I hope the folder is already available. From that the task is trying to create. Okay, let me run the whole try catch. Here I'm going to explain before running this. I'm going to explain each lines. So I will open that module task summary. If you see here, I have 4 modules, 4 functions. I'm calling from this created in this module. I'm calling each one. Like first, I need these file names, right? In the task, I have all the file names because I need to consolidate all of them into one single dataset. I have all the different. I have CSV files in different files in different departments in different files. I need to consolidate. For that, I need to get the names of it and then read each one of it. I don't know. Maybe tomorrow there may be some other name. I need to get the names of this folder. For that, this definition will help. This function will help. We have a walk library from system OS library, where I will get directory path, directory names and file names. We need only file names. I have created a temporary list here. I'm going to return that list here. So the only thing that I am going to pass in this particular function is that task folder path, where this output task is there. We already know task folder path is output.task. Already ran that. Once this runs, file name is first empty, and then for each I'm going to loop for each, where I'm getting file names and assigning to file names list. Extend will use to update in the same file name over and over again in the same list. If I can even append it, but in this case extend will be the right case, because we are getting the multiple values here. Extend will help us to save in a single list. If a list have like one more list, if I append it, it will be like two different lists with two different multiple elements. I want it in a single list with individual element. So extend will help us to get that. I'm returning the files. Once if I return the files in the task summary, this file name will be sent to here. Next, I am going to consolidate all the tasks here. Consolidate all the departments where I need 2 parameters. Task folder path that we are sending from the configuration variable assignment, and then file name which just we received from the running the read file names function in the task summary. I'm going to the task summary again. If you see here, consolidate all tasks into CSV. This consolidate task is being called when this path reads this, running this line, where I have parameterized task folder path and file names. I am creating a data frame, initiating the data frame for consolidate tasks, pd.data frame, and I'm looping the file name. We have like 10 file names. I'm looping the file name. I'm creating a temporary path for reading the Excel, because we have that file name, we have the path. Both should combine and get the whole path, folder path and file name. I can read CSV with the temp path. Hope you get it. So if you see here, temp path is concatenation of task folder path plus file name. We get the file name from here, and we get the task folder path here. Output task hr.csv. Then it will read the hr file here. That will be assigned to temp tf, and then this consolidate task.append will append one after one in the consolidated tasks. Finally, this consolidated task will contain all the files of all the department rows consolidated data frame. If you see I'm looping every file name in the folder, every file name means every files, and appending to one data frame. This data frame will be returned to the main folder. If you see here, the consolidated task can be read here. I will run combinedly because it is in try catch block, and here I go. Next I am going to summarize the missing data, right? So for missing data I have one function where I need to send the consolidated task that I just get from the previous function, and the missing data path where I can save the summary, and the group column. Group column is nothing but that which department, based on which column we can group it, and the status column based on in which column I need to check the missing data. So all these things are sent to this. All these things are available now. It is going to read the module task summary, missing data status. Missing data status, where I have all the consolidated tasks, and 4 parameters are being sent to this missing data path, group column, status column. First I am going to read how many missing data are there. Just submit. It will show how many data, and then I am going to create a group object from the missing data, similar to what we did in the module group. We got already consolidated task. We just need to group it based on the group column, like department. And I am creating a list for summarizing the missing data. In this group, I am taking again all the groups separately and name. Here I am creating a temp tuple. It's just a tuple where name and sum of each department missing data, right? Sum of each department missing data. I first consolidated that all the files here, and then I am again grouping it and splitting sum of each department missing data through loop, and I am appending that temp tuple to the list. Now if this command runs, we get a list of each department missing status count, and I am going to create a data frame so that I can assign it to I can save it in a spreadsheet. pd.data frame, where I'm calling this data. I can give data, even data equal to list missing task status. This we got this list, complete list here, and then I'm going to columnize like department and missing tasks. It will just give the count. It's just a column name, because if we read a list, we get index like 01, column index as 01. So I'm giving as a department and missing task. We just have one. We have only 1 and 2 columns, so I'm given 2 columns. And if the folder path output in output, the output should already be there. It will be already created here without if there is no problem. If the folder is not available, it will create it here, called missing tasks, and the missing task will be created with this file name. I've called the system library called datetime, where I'm creating with a unique file name for every run, like missing data folder, missing task, the time, like year, month, date, hour, minutes and seconds. It will be unique time so that it won't override in the older file in XLS format. And indexing as 0. Indexing, it's just nothing but like row indexing. It is not required in Excel. Excel has default indexing. If you want to print it here, we need a row index. Excel has already default index, so I'm just false. I put false for the index, and we don't have any output here. We don't need to return anything. Just a missing data analysis, and in finally we will do the task summary, where I'm going to send the same parameter like consolidated task, like consolidated data frame. Here instead of missing data path, I'm going to use task summary path. Same group column, we have based on which column I need to group it, and then status column. Based on which status I need to do summary. This task summary being called, once it is called, all the values will be sent to here task summary, and we can see the same parameter are being parameterized in this function. First, I'm going to handle the missing data. Before we summarize the missing data, here I'm going to handle it missing data. I want the missing value, which means that if you see here, we didn't run it yet. When we run it, we'll know. Okay. In the spreadsheet, if you see in the spreadsheet, you should have seen. Let me try run this. Yeah, it will run, because we'll run. We don't need to try catch. Unlike other programming, it should run through try catch. I'm going to run this separately. If I run this, I'm getting all the file names here as discussed previously. 10 departments are there, and I'm going to run this second module where I get the complete data frame. It's consolidated one, consolidated task. If you see here, this is what we wanted. You see here, the same files are being available consolidatedly. Department, this row is not considered, and the final, if you see here, yes, no, there are like NaN. In Python, NaN means not a number, so which means that it's a null value. In the consolidated sheet, you can see all the departments. First, account and finance, and once it's under a lot of files here. I'm going to go like 10,000 files in the accounting and departments itself. Like HR. So like all department, it's been consolidated. We have in file name, we have seen the file names. We have seen consolidated tasks. Now we are going to see the so far in output we don't have anything. Just now we are going to see the summary of missing data. If I run it, this gives us output missing task. If you see here, when we can see any other missing data path, there is no. I directly wrote it in missing task. If I open it, this spreadsheet, this contains department and the missing task, and all the values being mapped to each department, all the missing values. So this will be sent out to each department, mentioning that these many tasks are missed to update. Closing this one, and we now have available in IPython all the values like consolidated task, missing data path, and group column and status column. Where we are. Okay. Now that we have seen the what is NaN, we can discuss this here. Missing data handling. So here, if that is a null, this method will help us to fill null value to no. Fill now. I'm calling this status column consultant status column. In the status column, if there is a missing data like null value should be filled with null. Once that is been it's completed, I can print this and check how many missing data available. The same which we did it in consolidated is null sum. It should be 0 once this is done, because all the null will be filled with no. So we just need correct value. So either it should be yes or no. It can be anything, should not be done. And again I'm going to group it, the consolidated tasks based on the department column, group column, and I'm creating I'm initiating the list here. I'm looping the group department, and temporarily I'm creating each list for each department, and then I'm going to assign each department to this task summary. If you see here, task summary will be appended in the finally. What are the values required in this list? This is especially we are creating for both charts and summary. In department summary, we need the name, like department names, and this will be a one list, and each list will be append to this summary list. So all the elements are lists inside the elements. The individual lists will have name, and I'm iterating like status group. I'm getting this group, right? This group being grouped again based on status column, like yes or no. Each HR department will be yes or no, and accounting yes or no, security and transport yes or no. So each will be. So when I loop this, I get two values. First will be no, and then will be yes. It can be any order, but I have seen this is first it is taking a no value and then going for a yes value. So I am appending each into department saying. First it will take like example HR, right? First HR value, comma, number of length of the status group. For HR department, how in no status, how many rows are there? That we can check by doing this len status group. This is a list actually. This is a data frame where we can measure the size using length. That count will be available here. That count will be appended to the department summary. Again it is going to loop for the yes status, and the count will be appended. We don't want yes or no here. We just want name, no count, and yes count. The whole three values will be appended to task summary, and then it is going to loop from the beginning for the other department, and then each department name will be saved, and then run it one after one. So we get like similar to previous summary. I am creating here we get the list, right? The list can be changed to data frame by calling the pandas library dot data frame and assigning the task list here, and I am going to columnize that as department, pending task, the no count as pending, yes count as task completed. And if this is for if the task summary folder is not exist, I am creating the task folder, summary folder, and this now.datetime.now will help us to get the unique file name as discussed previously. Datetime library will be used, and index as false because we don't want a row index. This complete will help to create task summary spreadsheet in the output folder. And finally we create the graph. I'm using subplot. First I am going to assign the x value, because I need to give this label like group column name for every individual bar. creating a subplot figure, and AX, it's a variable. It's a variable for subplot. If you see here, the AX is being assigned to the bar subplot, and I'm creating the size is 10, 6 figure size. In the DF task summary, the data frame that we created through the list of task summary, that contains all the department pending and completed task count for each department. That is being plot dot bar. That if we use H here, that will create horizontal bar. Without H, it will be default vertical bar, where AX is being assigned to here. That's a subplot, and stacked means true. Stacked equal to true means it will like create one number one. Like if we have like pending 50 and completed 25 means, first the bar will be the height of the bar will be for 50, and then it will stack means one number one. If it is true means the 25 will be above. I given like no, not completed as red, colors red, and green for the completed one. And here is this X, the group names are set to the tick labels. Tick labels means in the chart we can see the X labels, each group names, and then this is just a title of the chart, and this is the legend for the pending color, which color is belongs to which status. This line will help us to save the sheet in the particular folder, task summary path in summary graph, and this will be unique in PNG file. Now I am going to run the whole column, whole the module. It will create as a task summary and graph. If you see here, in each department, the green are completed, red are not completed. This will help us to send a communication that remaining status in visual format. If you see here, the X label or accounts, admin department, HR, each department has given, and you can see the total count, the task count for each department with the status. We can simply change a few things here to see the chart. This chart is being stored in summary. If you can see the summary graph, we can save this as a PNG format. You can use this image to communicate in any other way. You can see the star summary is created for this timeline, and you can see the spreadsheet with the department with the task pending and task completed status in each department. Now I'm going to just simply save few things to change this chart in different way. Like I'm going to just give H here, the bar H. It will create a horizontal. Instead of for better viewing, I am going to shift this 10,6 to 6,10 for the size. It will help us to create. Sorry, 10,6. Okay, I saved it, and again running the same. We just got okay. A small correction. I need to change this to Y. Just Y plot, Y ticket labels. Okay. Now if I run it, if you see here, the new, the latest one, 53, 142. This might be the latest. Sorry, this one is the latest. If you see here, it is being created in horizontal way. This can be adjusted. This or will be adjusted. This is unlikely, so I am going to change it to vertical bar itself. Vertical X, and here I am going to remove that. in vertical bar I'm going to simply stack equal to false. Okay, where is the insert? Insert. False. Come on, color. Okay, if I run it, you can see the image here, the latest one. The completed count and the pending count are being separated with the exact amount of height. Even I can, okay, we don't want to miss this one. That's all. I'm going to change this to true. That is much better. So that's all. I have saved it again. I've done whatever the change that I made. Yeah, I'm going to run the whole thing one more time with try catch. This will again create a new chart. You see here. The same chart has been created perfectly, and the task summary also keep getting updating with the unique value. They should be editing based on that. So the reason this can be right in a simple way, but I wanted to do in a real-time project where people who are going to use this should not open Spider or any other ideally. Yeah, it's very good configuration. Let me go here. So if in case something if they wanted to run, they just need Python 3.5 installed, and pandas library if they don't if they did not install like Spider or Anaconda or anything, they need to install pandas or matplotlib. These libraries should be available in their system. If they just run it, it will run and complete that file. I think I already shown you how the error is being created, so I don't want to show it again. So I'm going to delete one more last time and just show how the whole process works. I have completely deleted the output file. I am running the task of the first. This task will create an output tasks with the individual department, and next I'm going to run the task summary. This will create task summary report. First any missing tasks where they can send out each department how many tasks are being missed to make sure the next time they update properly. And next task summary report where this can be sent to each department, how much pending and how much completed. This will be helpful for higher level people to do the metrics, and the graph will show the visual representation of each department, how much completed, how much pending. If I change, I'm just giving one error here, like changing the column name, just immediately throw error message here. The column name is problem. So that's all. Thank you for watching this video. I hope this is helpful for you. If you think this can be done in a better way, please provide your comment in this video. Thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you. Bye bye.